Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You be so dialed into every play you forget.
Smiling faces sometimes pretend to be your friend. Smiling faces show no traces of the evil that lurks within. Smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof. Oh Lord, yeah.
The truth is in the eyes, cause the eyes don't lie.
Remember, a smile is just a frown turned upside down, my friend. So hear me when I'm saying, smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof.
Beware of the handshake that has to slay.
I'm telling you, beware of the pat on the back. It just might hold you back. Jealousy, misery, envy. You can't see behind smiling faces sometimes. They don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got
Your enemy won't do you no harm, but you know where he's coming from.
Don't let the handshake and the smile fool you. Take my advice, I'm only trying to school you. Smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you briefly from the state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to shout out to anybody who's having a birthday today, or anniversary, or quinceañera, bar mitzvah. We celebrate you today. We celebrate Lottie Dottie in every darn body. Also, you know I'm the Oprah of the what? The smooches. You get to smooch, you get to smooch, everybody gets to smooch. I know I am early. I actually started to come on this morning when I woke up. I actually woke up at 4:40. I started to come on then, but then I thought, nah. So I did sit in my bed for a minute because my body is on automatic wake up. Thank you, Jesus, but automatic wake up because I always have to be at my medical procedure 3 times a week by 6 a.m. So it makes me get up about 5:10, but my body's still waking up about 4:45. So you see what I'm saying? So even on the days that I don't have to go, my body is automatically set to be awoke. I wake up at 4:45. Okay. And I've tried to roll back over and go to sleep. It just don't work. I have actually became my mama because my mama's been doing this for years. Her body automatically just wakes up and she's up at 5 and with Jesus and call and text everybody else like we all up with Jesus. But evidently now Jesus got me on the early shift. So I'm on the early shift. So I'm like, okay, God, I'm on the early shift. Let me get my prayer and my time with you in and go on by my beeswax. So y'all, anyway, thank you all who took the time out to wish me a happy birthday yesterday. You wouldn't believe that all that was planned yesterday, I didn't end up doing anything. I had an attack yesterday, y'all, that I could not shake. And everybody was like, we love you too much for that. We can celebrate your birthday anytime. I actually end up getting in the bed, y'all, and staying there all day. Seriously. So part two starts today. So I actually guess it's part one. I don't know. But shout out to one of my little sisters today. It's her birthday. Shout out to my auntie today. It's her birthday. And I already did it on Facebook to them and everything. So, but yeah. So anywho, I had so many people show me love yesterday, especially on Facebook. Like I said, I got over 3,000 friends and stuff. And oh my goodness, after I sent everybody, well, I tried to send everybody a thank you. I just made a big old mass post like, thanks everybody who wished me a happy birthday and all this and stuff like that. So it was awesome. And even though I spent my birthday in the bed, y'all, it was well needed. I must have needed some rest. Okay. So I've gotten to the point I don't question God. I just tell him thank you. Like I said, I was able to see another birthday. So if nothing else, I thank him for that. Today we're gonna do cake and ice cream and a little celebration here at the house. And then, I'm just gonna play it by ear. I do have something planned, but I ain't got to the point, y'all, in this season, and this is why I'm on here. In this season, I am listening more to God and what he wants me to do. Um, Even the more, okay? One of the prophetic messages that I gave you all at the beginning of the year, and I hope y'all noticing this, I said this year is the year of exposure, right? I said things that's hidden is going to come out. I said y'all going to start seeing some of these government officials, what they've been doing behind your back. I said a whole lot of stuff is going to be uncovered this year. Well, who knew that Tupac would be one of those things that's uncovered? And God bless me so much, he allowed that to open up on my birthday. Cause he know I love me some Tupac. He just loves me, okay? National Coffee Day is on my birthday. All y'all know I'm a coffee fanatic. So, God just loves me, y'all. He does. I'm his favorite daughter. Don't get it twisted. So that brings me to this as well. If y'all see in the title, in the information title, first of all, the title of this, it says disrespect versus loyalty. But then down in the memo part, what it's about, I named some people. I named TCHBCU Queen. I named Real Mamas, Real Problems. I named Unbothered Mimi. I named the real Anthony McNeil. And I also threw my old mod in there, 300. Okay, y'all see that? It's in there. Okay. First of all, let me say this. I am 53, not 5 or 3. Okay, 53. I'm proud to say that. Some people didn't live to see 50. And with all the things that I had been going through and all the diagnosis that I got, and God still got me here, I'm here for a reason. I know that. I've been knowing that. My pastor told me, once you really realize who you are in the Lord, your whole life will change. And when I did finally realize who God has chosen me to be, everything opened up to me. Okay. Even the way that I look at things, even the way that I view people. Okay. So let's go to the disrespect. Disrespect is anyone who goes against what you feel is respect. Okay. I am so loyal to people, most of the time to my own detriment. Okay. Because people will show me who they are, and my loyalty still give them a pass. Because I always think, well, maybe they've been through something. Maybe if I love them a little bit harder, uh, I show them, my loyalty, then they'll understand that I'm loyal and I'm for them and I got their back. Okay. Even though most of the people could care less about Coco. Let's keep it real. Most of the people don't care if I'm living or dead. Most of the people don't care if I'm if I'm surviving or not. Most of the people don't care nothing about me. Nothing. Okay. So let me clear something up. I see a lot. I watch a lot. I'm an observer. That's what I do, you know. And what I don't see, God speaks it to me because I am a prophet. Okay. I don't name that loosely. This is who I am. This is the office I walk in off YouTube, on YouTube. When I preach, the Lord speaks to me and give me a word and all this stuff. I don't have to preach. He'll still give me a word. I can meet people don't know him and tell them about their life. This is who God has made me. Okay. All right. So that being said, don't think people getting nothing past me. I see the shade. I see the disrespect. And I see the disloyalty when it comes to me. I chosen, because I do have a degree, but just roll with me, okay? I have chosen to overlook a lot, okay? Because unfortunately, I have a life outside of YouTube, so this is not my life. I do have people outside of YouTube. I do things outside of YouTube, you know. So YouTube is not my life. So even when I see certain things, I laugh at it because I know mentally that the people or person is not even on my level. And that's the truth. So the reason why I put the names of the people in this particular thing, because I'm going to talk about each one of them. Okay. Let's just open it up. Let's just have a conversation. Okay. First of all, I've had two devastating losses in my life. Now don't get me wrong. Because I have such a big family, I've had many losses. Okay. Many. All right. And I always come on here, like when I lost my cousin who was like my brother, and everything, lost him, all this and stuff. So I do come on here and share this with y'all. But I had two devastating losses in my life. The first one was 2020, the murder of my daughter. The murder of my daughter. Oh, and I forgot to add Lady P on her. I'm gonna have to add her name in here. The murder of my daughter was on a whole nother level. And the real Anthony McNeil showed me what friendship is for somebody he's never met in person, and the love of a friend. Because he was like, go ahead and grieve and do whatever you got to do. I got this over here. I'm gonna make sure we bury your baby and stuff. Y'all have heard me come on here and say this. So I've always told y'all, whether y'all see him in my chat or not, there will always be somebody special to me. I can call Anthony. See, it ain't a YouTube thing no more. I can call him, he can call me. He knows my address and everything. So he will forever be somebody special to me. Okay? Don't get it twisted. This man had my back and didn't know me from a can of paint. And didn't ask nothing of me and was upfront with me. I can honestly say that man has never lied to me. Do you know how rare that is to meet somebody who first don't want nothing from you, two has your back and a fight for you like you a part of their life, and three don't lie to you, keep it 100, keep it real, even if it's something hard to say. He keeps it honest with me, and that's why I respect him. I will always respect him. No matter who comes or go, I always have a connection with this man. Move forward. Let me go to teeceehbcuqueen. When I was having an issue with a financial situation, she took it upon herself to help me get my situation cleared up. She didn't ask me for nothing. She ain't put it on Facebook. She ain't put it on YouTube. She made me feel like I'm a piece of crap. None of that. Every time she see me log in, she acknowledges me. She ain't told nobody what she did. I'm coming out here telling y'all what she did. That right there, we will forever be connected. She didn't have to do it. She also has my phone number. She also has my email address. She also has my address. Okay, so that's two, right? Let me go to 300. Okay, 300, you all know, out of all the people he picked me up in the chats to start messing with. And because I am who I am, I looked at it as a challenge. Okay. So y'all know that if he sees me anywhere, he addresses me as his YouTube wife. Okay. Well, that became off of YouTube. We developed a friendship or whatever off of YouTube. He also had talked a couple of times, him and my deceased husband, about football, or basketball, whatever. Because well, I said 300 is a flake because if you're a Laker fan, you're a Laker fan. He ain't no true Laker fan because he don't like LeBron, so he can't support the Lakers. He ain't no true Laker fan. My husband was a Laker fan. He didn't care who came and go. He was for the Lakers. So, yeah. But whatever. They supposed to be Laker fans, so I'm just using that loosely. And everything. And so anyway, he has my phone number. He has my address. He has my email. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Do y'all see? So, matter of fact, the day that they called me about my daughter possibly being dead, I was actually talking to, I believe, 300 on the phone. I believe I was when I got that message and had to go, Okay. Okay. Let's go on down. Unbothered Mimi. Unbothered Mimi, I met in different chats just speaking. But then I got to know her when she came in my chat one day. And the next person I'm going to mention is the one who invited her, told her, you need to go over and check her out. Okay. And I appreciate that woman for that. So Unbothered Mimi fell down in my chat and the Lord had a word for her. I didn't know her from a can of paint, but the Lord had a word for her. And she told me that word was on point and she knew it was from God because I didn't know nothing about her. So we developed a connection in my chat. So real mamas, real problems. Me and her met each other through Bama Girls chat. We used to be in another content creators chat and everything. And we always, hey sis, blah, 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 stuff like that. And I really like real mamas. So I used to drop down in her chat when I could. She even made me a mod. And I used to feel so bad because during the time I was a mod for her, I was grieving. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really in there and, things like that. So I was like, it was refreshing. And I'm going to tell y'all why before I go any further. My problem has always been females, not because of me, but because for whatever reason, females either want to fight me or they developed this thing when they saw me, they didn't like me. They didn't even know me or nothing. They just didn't like me. And I think it's because no matter what, I knew who I was. And I would carry myself as such. All the stuff I was going through, I still walked with my head up. I still walked like I owned the world. And so when you meet a woman, a young girl like that, and you yourself ain't secure in who you are, you will find something wrong with her. And I've heard women say, and that's why I reassured my daughters. Because I heard girls, they used to say, you think you all that. You think you cute. Am I not supposed to? That's what I don't get. It's called self-esteem for a reason. It's to esteem oneself. Am I not supposed to? It is not my fault that my family let me know I was the cat's meow. My daddy used to call me his priceless China doll. My uncle used to say, I love that dark skin. Your skin is beautiful, boy. When I find a wife, she gonna have to be dark like you. So I never grew up with a dark person's complex ever. You may not think I look good, but I do. I've always been intelligent. I've always been prophesying since I was the age of 4 is the earliest time I can remember me prophesying. I've always sung. My whole family has singing groups. I got celebrity singers, R&B singers, jazz singers, and stuff in my family that's kin to me. They are my blood family. I just don't come out here and tell all that because it's not important. I got business owners in my family. I got mobsters in my family. And only 300 know one of them who's he's dead now, but they done did movies and everything about his life that's kin to me. I mean, major movies, documentations, everything. I just don't come out here and tell all that. Again, it's not that important. What is important is how people make me feel. What is important is those that have my back. What is important is I don't have to question what your arterial motive is where I'm concerned. Whenever I have to question that, that is someone I will not have nothing to do with. Now, as I stated, I've overlooked a lot of things. I have because I know my heart is loyal and I know I am what I say I am. I am whatever I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Come on, Eminem. Preach, Eminem. So, by me being 53 now, I said once I turned 53, the Lord blessed me. I knew it was some stuff that He was changing in my life. I knew it was some stuff that I was being catapulted to and elevated to. So, since yesterday was my birthday, today I'm saying what I'm saying because starting October 1, y'all gonna see a difference. Because, see, I love me and I'm gonna respect me all day, every day. And if God ain't winking at ignorance, neither am I. So I said that to say, I want to thank those people that I named because real mamas and unbothered Mimi restored my beliefs in females because I had none. Let's just get that straight. My experience with women wasn't as good. I always had men that were my friends. Once they realized they weren't gonna screw me, they became my best friends, and I mean really good best friends. Cause trust me, they first started out wanting to screw me, but then when they realized, oh, she's cool, she's like one of the dudes. Why? I played sports. I was in gymnastics. I played well, I said sports. I ran cross country. I am a martial arts person. I am an expert with knives and swords. Don't get that twisted. And just because I'm an expert with knives and swords, don't mean I can't work a gun. But if it makes you feel good knowing that that I can't, then that's fine. I can't. I wouldn't advise it. My name is registered with the Department of Defense. Make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. So I'm saying I'm saying I might not be important to anybody else on YouTube, but I'm important to me. No more am I dealing with the disrespect. No more. Because, see, here's my thing. I tell everybody, like, okay, I'll say this. The real Anthony McNeil, he deals with some people I don't mess with, but he's still cool with me. You see what I'm saying? Me and him are still cool. Me and his loyalty don't change to each other because he deals with people I don't deal with. I ain't his mama. I ain't his wife. I just know that whatever me and him got is me and his thing. Just like me and real mamas. Whatever we got is our thing. I ain't got to worry about them going to other people's places, dogging Coco. Hey, S. Hutchinson, good morning, love. It's okay. Thank you for even coming in. Thank you, baby, for the birthday wish. Shelly, I don't get people. I don't get people. And I'm just burning my heart today because I'm going to make some changes. I'm not going to keep letting people disrespect me. I'm just not. A lot of times, like I said, because I got a life outside of YouTube, I overlook the stuff and keep moving. But sometimes something, and these people I mentioned has also told me to my face, Coco, can you see? Yes, I can see. And you gonna keep up? I mean, they have had private conversations with me like, Coco, you better than that. Don't keep letting people do. And I'm like, you know what? Y'all don't pay no attention to that. I go on about my business because you got to be a miserable person to mistreat somebody that's for you and in your corner. You got to be a miserable somebody that think it's cute to disregard, disrespect, and be disloyal to somebody who's loyal, respects, and in your corner. That's a miserable person. And so, because my level of love is on a whole nother level, I don't let people like that bother me at all. So, I'm just coming on here. I ain't forgot nothing. I ain't forgot nothing. I see everything. I do. It just don't matter to me. But I'm at a point now to worry about me being 53. As of yesterday, I turned 53, 53, 53. I ain't overlooking nothing else. Mm-mm. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Today's the last day of September. I'm gonna take this last day to do what I gotta do. As of October the 1st, there we go. And I know some of y'all don't care, and that's fine. Not asking you to care. I'm coming on talking about me and my elevation and where I'm going and how I want God to continue to use me and deal with me. Because again, I have a life outside of YouTube, a wonderful life. But when I say to y'all, I had two deaths that almost took me out, my daughter, and the second one I was going to mention is my deceased husband. Me and my deceased husband was almost together for 30 years, y'all. And when COVID hit him in 2021, the strongest man I knew, my best friend, my king, when COVID hit him, and he didn't even live to see his 60th birthday, he died 4 days before his 60th birthday. And in 16 days before my birthday, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. And those two women, real mamas, real problems, and unbothered Mimi, them two women right there, like I said, if they never come over here again, they will always have a special part in my heart. Always. Them two right there, they was like, now, sis, you ain't dealing with this by yourself. I remember when I got the diagnosis at 5 something in the morning about my husband's uh, physical body in the hospital, because at that time COVID was at the highest and they had stopped any family members from coming up there. I had to view my husband on a daggone one of those screens, little screens. I had to watch him. They had to set it up in there towards him, turn the speaker up, and I was on my computer, our cell phone, talking to him like that. And I was just believing he was hearing everything I would say. Some things I said, you seen his monitor go, it would make a really, really distinct thing like, I can hear you, I just can't come out of this. And I kept talking. Even the kids would come in and say, hey, Pops, we praying for you, man. Come on and fight. We got to go fishing. We got to do this, and this. Do y'all know how hard that is to love a man so hard that you can't talk to him in person? I can't touch him. I can't let him know I'm there by my touch. I have to view him like he's a stranger. And then to get 2 calls back to back from the doctors that he was brain dead and that I need to come and pull the plug on him. Do y'all know how devastating that is? See, until you walk in my shoes, I ain't looking at you. So whether you like me or not, I could care less. If you know how much I didn't care, you would probably pray and like, God, what's wrong with her? We can, Shelly, we can. So these 2 women, one day I didn't answer my phone. And Mimi called me and 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 called me until I answered my phone. And I said, hello. She said, yeah, there you are. Hold on. And then she added the other sis on the line, real mamas, and they was like, nah, sis, don't do it. I don't care if you got to cry with us on the phone, cry. I don't care if you got to yell, yell. I don't care if you got to, whatever you got to do, we here. We'll just sit here if you just want to hold the phone, but you can't do that by yourself. They cared enough about me to make sure I was okay. All the time. They walked me through this process, y'all. I didn't really have nobody. I had to be strong for my kids. I had to be strong for my grandkids, even my mama, because my mama looked at my husband not as her son-in-law, but as her son, and he called her mom. Even my siblings, that was their brother. He was the backbone. Do you hear me? My husband was everything to everybody in this family. So with him gone, I had to stand in through my hurt, through me grieving, and make sure everybody knew I was okay. Do you know how hard that is? And y'all think I'm not, I can name on hand people, even that's why I said about Lady P too. Because when my daughter passed away, Lady P, she reached out to me. Lady P got in touch with me. That meant a lot. Anytime she missed my lives, Lady P would go back and look at my lives and leave me a comment. Me and her, I was going to teach her about some herbs that was going to help her situation. Who knew that COVID would be the thing who take her down? I knew she had another thing going on. Ain't none of my business. She didn't tell you. Ain't none of my business to tell you. But COVID was the ultimate thing that. So when I come on here and I talk about herbs and stuff like that, it's not because I don't have nothing else to talk about. That's my passion, to help everybody. 300 gets mad at me because he feel like everybody pay for everything else. Everybody pay for everything else. Won't they, super chat you or cash app you for your information? You can't make people part with their money. You can't do that. Evidently, what people feel like I'm doing and whatever. I'm doing it because it's my passion. Panel, and I will bring some people over because I understand and love them enough you lazy. Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you, Shelly. Yeah. And I even been trying to get a panel of men and women. I want us to discuss topics that's trying to divide us more, like women's lib and things like that. But I want men who can actually talk instead of getting offended if something is said. I want women who can talk instead of getting offended, because we need to hear both sides and come to an agreement, because believe it or not, we need each other. We really need each other. And I want the black men to know you are all that to me. Yeah, you got some people. There's a male that I can smack them and keep moving. But for the most part, ain't nothing better to me than the black king. I'm sorry. I ain't knocking you white people. Y'all know I'm part of y'all too. But ain't nothing better to me than a black king. My kings, and once they realize who they are, this world's in trouble. Okay, sure. That's my daughter calling me about my party. But shoot, I got a couple more minutes. Hold on one moment. Okay. There you go, Shelly. But yeah, y'all. So ain't nothing to me, ain't nothing better than black kings. I'm sorry, and that's why I'll be privileged. I be over in her bushes because she know all the men, and everything. And hopefully, me and her can get together and do something. She agreed to it too. So we're trying to put something together. Y'all, I'm branching out. My mind and my intelligence is too broad to stay cooped up in one little. That's why I'm everywhere because I can learn something from everybody. It's never just me that knows everything. Shelly.
Good morning.
Good morning, Boo. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you for letting me up. I got up just morning pretty early. I got up, I seen Pastor was live, so I went over there to go see what was shaking and baking on that side of town.
Yes.
Then I saw you were live and I came over to support. And I'm gonna tell you, it really gets difficult when you are really a true supporter to try to keep up with everybody. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's gotten to the point now where, I used to come to lives and, whenever I would come in, I would then go back and read ball, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
watch whatever parts I had missed. But it's gotten to the point where I can't even do that anymore. It's just so much content.
Yeah.
But and I got my own stuff going on, and then I do my own content also.
Right.
But it's really hard to navigate, all of this stuff. Because to be honest, to be 1,000,000,000% transparent, I really enjoy myself more on TikTok than I do on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And I've really put TikTok in a like a back seat because I know that I could post and go, which I've kind of been doing lately.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in doing that because that's not who I am as a person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If people are going to support me, I believe in supporting back.
Right.
So I've kind of like held off on TikTok a little bit because I'm like, dang, I can't even really, I don't know how to navigate all this. And then I started posting on Instagram and Facebook. So that's neither here nor there because I know you have limited time and I do appreciate you taking your time out for me. And I got crazy things, whole bunch of stuff I got to do today. And I also got to recap some of this mess, girl, that's going on. And then I'm also stuck really in a position because if I'm not beefing with a person, I don't want to say anything that would be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Although it would be considered as content. I don't
Content.
want to
Yeah.
do that because I don't think it's fair when people do it to me. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But I do know that thank God, God has worked on the old S. Hutchinson.
Come on.
Because if 2016 Hutchinson was here, baby, he would have slipped and slid some of these people with some of this tea that I got.
Okay.
Because yeah.
I already know it's much. I already
Yes.
know.
It's truly a battle, but I also think that it's a test of my faith with God and
Yeah.
that I'm also just a work in process. I could just leave YouTube and not be on here at all because the temptation is too hard. But I also feel that if I was to just not be here, I'm doing him a disservice because I'm
Right.
not allowing the world to see that he is real and he can make changes and he can of course, if you
Come
submit,
on. Yeah.
humble yourself too. But with all of that said, that's a whole different conversation, sis. So let me tell you, when it comes to you, what you were talking about, I can relate to a lot of that. And usually, whenever I want to talk about something as far as a panel, I try to not get too deep into it because then it becomes repetitive when
Yeah.
you decide to do it on a panel. But I know a couple of people who can also relate to this topic because we've kind of touched it, but not touched it. And so, and what I'm talking about is losing family members to C19,
Oh.
and trying to navigate in this new world that we live in.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in doing the panel like that, you could let me know when, and I could check. Of course, you have your own people you may want to invite on and see when they will be available. But I know that I could offer myself, because I'm here. So I'm telling you me. And there's two more, actually, to be honest, 1, 2, 3. I believe if the timing is correct and those people would be available, I believe there's at least 3 people that I could bring along to be a part of the panel. Now, I don't know how much people are going to be willing to share, because I know even with me, I share, but then I don't share. And that's because this app is so nasty and
Yeah.
so negative that when you do share things, people will turn it and they will flip it into something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And grief is not a destination, but it's a journey. And so I just don't want to, for some people to feel like they're going to be vulnerable and to be attacked and that type of thing or whatever. But, if you're open to doing it, I would suggest maybe setting up a date
Okay.
in a time. I'm thinking the weekend probably would be more better, because some people do work, some don't. For
Yeah.
me, anytime is cool. But if I'm thinking on a time of, where others may be able to add or join in, um, I would say maybe a Saturday or a Sunday. And because there's a lot going on out in the streets right now, I
Yeah.
would probably schedule it like maybe 2 weeks. I would say maybe out 2 to 3 weeks out. Just because right now, with so much tea spilling over into the cups, it's
Yeah.
hard to get people's time away from that. But I also want to encourage you that sometimes it's not about you reaching everybody.
Right.
Sometimes God needs you just to reach that one person. You know what I mean? And there
Yeah.
have been some things that I've heard you say on your live, and I feel like, wow, I can relate. I've never been in per se this situation, but I can empathize because and also sympathize, because I'm dealing with my own pain too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just want to encourage you about
Thank
that. Now,
you.
I want to say that a lot of people consider me to be a bigger YouTube, a bigger content creator or whatever, or, different little accolades like,
Yeah.
you're an OG, which I am, you know what I mean? I don't mind
That's
tooting my own horn sometimes, toot toot. But I will be honest with you. I give out a lot of information and I don't get compensated for that information. I have helped people. They will never come on here and tell you that
I
I helped
believe
them.
it. I believe it, Shelly. I
There are
do.
people I've spent hours on the phone with to help. There are people who will hit me up or try to um, be friendly in one area, but see me somewhere else and act like they don't even know me. Okay.
Okay.
So I changed up how I did things, how I'm doing things, and everything like that. And that's something I could share, also at another time. But it's unfortunate that when I come on here and I share and give out information on how people can get medication for free, 0 cash apps, 0 super chats.
What?
Oh, girl, let me tell you. But what I will say, and God is my witness on this one, it be those emails that I get where people sit and say, you know what?
Yep.
It's because of you that now I have this medication that I've needed for 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
See.
Sometimes it's not always the people that we see dropping down or the
Right.
people who are there. It's the ones who are up in the sky who are
Yep.
listening, but and this is probably something I'll talk about, maybe on my live. I'll, bring up the fact of me being over here and stuff like that. You would be shocked I was in TikTok one day, and I was live. I don't go live over there very much because you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 followers to go live.
Okay.
So most of the people that I support or support me, you know, especially like on YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have 1,000, so they can't even join on my live or whatever. So I've been on some people's live, but you know, different vibe, different scenario, whatever. So anyway, I went live, and I really hadn't been trying to go live because I'm just like, first of all, I don't want to go live and there's like nobody here or one person and I'm talking to myself, or someone's responding in the chat and I'm waiting for this long delay to be like, okay, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
people can say that they don't care about numbers all day long. But that's until you don't get them and there's nobody there. You know what I mean? To keep the conversation, you know, going. I don't need help talking clearly.
Right.
But anyway, the person came over and they made it rain, okay?
Wow.
Over there on TikTok. And you know what they put in the chat?
What?
The beef sector sticks together. That's a person that ain't never been on in the front line, seen and heard on my platform. That was somebody that had been watching me in the bushes.
Wow.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So just like God will give you a ram in the bush,
Yep.
baby, you don't know. And sometimes you may not be compensated in the way that you want to, and it may not be monetarily like compensated, but God will compensate you when you are doing his work. Okay. And that's why I tell people I stopped working in 2014 because of my health. You know, my doctor said to me, hey, what is your financial situation looking like? Do you have any money, you know, saved or whatever like that? Because at this point, it seems like every time you keep coming back to work, you keep getting sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that was because probably the stress of it all and stuff like that. So I said all that to say I haven't worked since 2014, but God has provided a way for me. I haven't missed a meal. I haven't slept a night out in the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So although I may not get the accolades and I may not get the thank you, or I'm sorry I lied on you, or I'm sorry I did this to you, I'm sorry I used you as a scapegoat, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
God sees all,
Mm-hmm.
and he will fight every battle that you have, but he will also provide for every need that you have.
Yes, ma'am.
So now God don't want you to be no fool.
I know that.
He doesn't mean to come on here and just give away and do. Because this is a business at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
But I say you limit your information and you only give but so much. And if people are interested in that little that you give, if it's a blessing to them, they will bless you so that you can be a blessing and continue to be a blessing to others, because none of this stuff that we do is free. The StreamYard ain't free. The internet ain't free.
I know that's right.
The stress of it all on YouTube is not free. Keeping up with this stuff, time is money, and we spend a lot of time on this app. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also wanted to ask you, because I'm doing the brunch cooking challenge, and I had so many people who wanted to sign up for the, you know, for it, that I didn't even get a chance to even go around and really ask anybody, hey, are you interested? Do you want to be a part or whatever? So I decided to do it into 2 parts. Part 1, part 2, and then the top 3 people from the first one and the top people from the second one will be in the cook-off for the final edition.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to see if you wanted to join the cook-off, if you and this would be for the second one, not the first one, because the first one is already booked completely. But this would be for the second one. If you don't want to do cooking, I wanted to see if you would be open to being a judge. And the judge that you would be on this competition is you would be in the chat as a judge. And once everyone shows their food, they present everything, you would then come up on a panel and you would deliberate with the judges that are already up there. But you will help us, because I want people who can be unbiased, who can say, I may not like you, but I can still say that you did the damn thing on that food. You know what I mean? I want mature
Yeah.
people and to mix it up or whatever like that. So I just wanted to know if you would be a part of the brunch challenge, and that would be let me make sure I got the
Hey, Anthony, what's up? See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
and
That's
this
a
is open to anyone, but if they're interested, they got to move quick, because I'm telling you, I booked my whole thing out in less than, I think, 8 hours when I did it the first go around.
But
So
yeah, just let me know when. I'll be a judge. No
which,
problem.
okay, so you would prefer to be a judge
Yeah.
versus cooking?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got you. Okay, so okay, yep, the 19th, November 19th, which is Sunday
Okay.
at
What
3
time?
p.
Because I have a church that I go that I perform at too. Not perform, but that I help at too. What time?
3 p.m.
Oh, that'll work. That'll work.
Okay, yeah, because I go to church every Sunday and I refuse to miss it for anybody. But now that I go to a non-denominational church, I
Yeah.
mean, they get to the point in the teaching and they let you go home.
Yep. That's
When
what.
I was
Yep.
at the apostolic church, girl, you was there from morning to night to the next day. It didn't stop. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um, so, and what I will do is, as I'm doing some of the stuff, I'll make probably an unlisted video and send it to everybody. Also, on my community wall, I have the criteria for judging, so that you know what you're judging on. So it just doesn't come across where we're just throwing out numbers just for any old thing or whatever the case may be. I'm going to be more of a host and take a back seat as far as the judging, but I will come in if I feel that the judges are being unfair, or if there's a tie and I need to break a tie or whatever. So I'm really excited about it all. I don't care about people saying we'll be turning the sector into. It's still content, and I think we should be able to show that we can do multiple different things.
Right. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
So that's what I wanted to say to you. And then whenever you want to do the panel, let me know. I'm cool with doing it here on your platform. If you would prefer to do it on mine, I don't have a problem with that either. But I also am not the type of person that feels like people should just add to my platform and I shouldn't return the favor or do anything to their platform, because it's not right. If you're adding to other people's platform, they should be helping you build and grow and add to your platform. And if they're not doing that, no need to hit their links, no need to add to anything, because a lot of content creators get away with having people hit links or be in chats and help out, but they don't return the favor.
Yeah,
So
my only thing is, this is my thing. My thing is, if you get information from over here and you know you got it from, let's just say they get it from you. What's wrong with when you re-say it? You say, I was over at Shelly's house and she mentioned, and so I wanted to bring up blah, blah, blah. Because I give everybody their props. If I get anything from whoever, like when I'm over here, sometimes I say foo la la. I say, shout out to that content creator who says foo la la. That's not mine, you know? And if you can't do nothing else, why don't you just hit the subscribe? Help me get to my 1,000. If you're going to be in my bushes, at least subscribe. So that's the that's
let
the
me
only.
tell you something. God as my witness, I have seen content creators not only take my ideas, aka Liveathon, that is mine. It is
Wow.
called the marathon.
Okay.
All the name did was change to Liveathon. That's mine. Okay.
Wow.
I could sit here all day and tell you different things that are mine. People will take it and they will almost repeat my words and everything that I'm saying, but they will act like they didn't listen to me. They didn't hear it
Come
from me.
on.
They didn't get the tea from me. Even with this cruise thing, I had somebody in my chat saying she don't have no source. But before Club Chat showed up, I said Club Chat was in the building
Yeah.
before Club Chat ever came there.
Yeah.
I said, Sean, can you go on your wall and confirm to me about the lady? There's so many things that I said. I talked about things that was going on at the meet and greet. Okay.
Wow.
Before April even came and hit, I think it was before, because I didn't even watch Jay Wilson's video. I didn't need to because I already had my source.
Yeah.
So when she came and said, "Oh, Jay Wilson, let me tell you what I did while you was gone," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people thinking that my source is this one or that one, or somebody said, "Oh, they're gonna think your source is Vivian." How the hell can I know something that Vivian wasn't even there? Right
Okay.
there, Jay Wilson saying that he wasn't there. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, because if I'm not beefing with a person, I'm not here to embarrass them, but I am here to say, stop being delusional. Everybody don't like you.
That's true.
And I've
That's
warned you
true.
before, but you don't want to listen. So if anyone gets a hold of the things that was sent to me, you're going to be embarrassed.
Wow.
Now that's it. And that's all with that. I probably said too much already.
You fine. I will say this too before I get out of here too. I know people wonder why I drop down in Sean Bradley's chat sometime. Let me tell you something. One of the nights when I was over here and my husband was still in the hospital with COVID, with the breathing machine on him. I forgot what the name of that is. Respirator. He had the respirator.
Yeah.
They had that on him. I had just got some more bad news about him. I could not sleep. I was so depressed. I was so like, I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't be with him. I was just depressed. And nothing I was watching on TV was making me laugh or taking my mind away. I so happened to log on to YouTube. Sean Bradley was on. This was about maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was something that he said that made me laugh. I mean, I laughed so hard I cried. And from then on, I said, you know what? That was what I needed at that time. And so from then on, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. Sometimes you have to reach out of your norm and go somewhere else to get something that you need. You never know who has that word for you or that thing that you need, And so I even told him, I was able to tell him, I spoke up one day. I said, what made me start tuning into you? And I told, the story I just told you. He was like, wow. Everybody's like, whoa. I said, yeah. So you never know who's listening to you and what
part. There you go.
You never know. So I always want to be authentic when I come on here. Shelly, I don't know how to be nobody but me.
That part.
Okay. I ain't perfected fakeism. I didn't go to school for that.
And that's why I thank God that I wasn't on that cruise ship and why I chose, because the money paying for it to go wouldn't have been no sweat off my back.
Okay.
But if I don't like you on YouTube, I'm not going to like you when I see you. If we already got beef and it's unresolved, now I can be when maybe in some situations I could be adult and be like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to pop nothing off because this is so-and-so's event. That's also why I decided to sit this one out. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit and be, hey, but I done made 55 videos talking cash money, SHIT. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I can't be nobody but me. But speaking of what you just said, I understand what you're saying, because when I first came to YouTube, before I even started making videos, hey Candy, boo, I need to talk to you too. Candy's gonna be one of my judges. I hope she's still gonna be one of my judges for the first brunch contest.
Okay.
So and that's the thing too. I'm the type of person where I don't have to go and pick everybody that everybody else picked. That ain't who I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I heard that people were talking about I should pick this and I shouldn't do. No. If you feel I should or shouldn't do something, do your own stuff, because this is mine. And I'm going to do what I want to do, how I see fit to do it. But when I first started watching YouTube really heavily, like, kind of in this area or whatever, it was Funky Dineva. I was in the most darkest, deepest depression of my life.
Okay.
And sometimes with me watching him, that was the only laugh that I would get. And through him and Justin J dropping down in his chat, that's when I found Justin J. And then I found the ghetto view. And through the ghetto view, I found Nika. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody led to somebody. So everybody plays a part. So I always tell people, if you want to know how I got to the beef sector or how I got here, it all starts with Funky Dineva. So it still goes back to the Maddie and Kaya situation. But people just don't understand how many people, when they come over here and they listen, they're looking for an escape from their real life. They're looking for an escape from whatever they have, going on. And there are many days where I'm not going to lie to you. I wish I would have remained a subscriber, because as a subscriber only, I didn't know any behind the scenes. I didn't know how some people are just a persona and they're not who they appear or act to be.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When you step out of that and you become a content creator and you start rubbing elbows with these people, you start to find out different things about them, and it makes you look at them completely different. And it's just like, well, damn, I don't even see it for that person like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I'll go live today, Candy. I'll probably try to do it because I got to get my hair done today because I got a funeral to go to tomorrow. So, and my hair looks awful. So I'm like, oh, let me go get my hair twisted. I just haven't been in the mood to do it. But I forgot what the fuck I was just saying. I'm sorry to be cussing on your page. God forgive me. But you don't know what you're doing and how you're helping somebody. When I would talk about mental health, I even had a man reach out to me and say, you know what? I was about to leave my wife because my wife has the diagnosis of bipolar, and I wasn't understanding it. It has been a lot on me. I haven't been able to deal with it. But through your videos and through listening to you explaining about your battles with bipolar, I'm going to stick in there a little bit longer, and I'm going to try just a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you do ask God to lead you.
Yes.
But also let him know that, if you need that financial blessing through what you're doing, then hey, let him know that too. But I will tell you what I tell everybody else: do not put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
If you're on here and you're giving away this type of information and people don't want to receive it, because what I was also told was, I had somebody say, look, I come on YouTube or this area for the foolishness. I don't want to learn anything because I don't think anybody can teach me anything over here, because they see everybody as ratchet, ridiculous or whatever. So if you're supporting people in the beef sector, your algorithm is going to be in the beef sector, and it's not going to take you much further out of it. So as I told many people, take some of your videos. If it doesn't matter if you got to chop them up, edit them, or whatever. If you don't want to do multiple work or keep repeating yourself, take what you have here, put it on Facebook. You know what I mean? So whenever I go live on YouTube, sometimes I'm live on Facebook. If I'm not live on Facebook, I'll take that link and put it on Facebook. If I upload a short, well, they ain't really call it short on TikTok, but if I upload a video on TikTok, I take that same video and then I'll put it on Instagram, and then I'll put it on Facebook. So all I'm doing is re-uploading. But what I do is I take the watermark off so it doesn't have like TikTok written all over it or whatever like that. And I'll tell you, one of my videos that I did that to on TikTok, I think it got like 1,000 and some change views. But on my Facebook, it got 9 million plus.
Wow.
I've been on YouTube for how many years? I don't have no 9 million viewed video. And then on top of it, there was another video that I put on TikTok, and that video got almost 2 million. That helped me. I ended up gaining so many followers that then I became eligible for things where I could earn and make money. You know what I mean? You just got to really get yourself around the right people. You know what I mean? And so what I do is, a lot of this information, now what I do is I give that to my members only, because I've given it out for free for years. People have taken it. They have disrespected. They have said, well, you ain't got no tea, but they'll take my tea and report it as though they're the ones that came up with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, because sometimes I don't get the chance like you, because I'm not in the beef sector. Like, I'm not a content in the beef sector, but I do support people in the beef sector. You know, when I first started really tuning into YouTube, Auntie Fee was my girl. You know,
Yes, I used to watch her too. Remember? Do you remember New Orleans Little when they was doing some stuff together?
yes,
See
yes.
what I'm saying? And he was back from the Blab days.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
And see, because Auntie reminds me so much of my mother's sister, who's like my mother. She cussed and everything. I mean, I loved her. So that's what I came on one day and saw her. And then I think I clicked on somebody else's. And then I clicked on Five Babes because she was up at 5 in the morning like me. And I'm like, okay, this woman's bright eyed and bushy tail like myself. Let me go on and tune in. You know, so that's how all that started, because I had no idea about no B sector or nothing and everything. But like I said, I'm going to continue to do me. I might do me differently, but I am gonna continue because I don't know
There
how to
you
be
go.
nobody else. I don't want to be nobody else. I like me. You know what I'm saying? So
There you go.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, people, she don't never have nobody in her chat. She don't. Okay, and I'm here.
You got the right people. You
At
got
the
the right
right
people in your chat.
time. Mm-hmm.
And then even with me, I lately, since I took my time off of YouTube and I came back, I'm not really doing things the way I should be, as far as putting my tag words in my videos. Also using hashtag, it makes a difference.
Right.
Ain't nobody find you if you ain't put nothing in there.
That's true. And you know what? The real Anthony McNeil, he told me that last year. He said, you have so much good content. He said, you're going to have to redo your stuff in a different place. He said, because you're not getting out there and you should be.
Right. And if you, knowing that you got your StreamYard and you're already paying for it and you can stream and do multiple streaming, I would, if I was you, me personally, I would not be going live without being live on Facebook at the same time and being and probably Twitter if you have one. But I would be trying to do multiple streaming, and maybe also too, don't oversaturate your channel with content, because that's another mistake that people make. Okay. You have to allow the algorithm to do what it's doing. Yeah. You don't want to do not enough content, but you also don't want to do too much. Yeah. And then what I would do is, if you know that your moderators like 300, every time I've been over here, 300 in here. So
he used to be like an
email for 300, or your the people who really support you. Yeah. Reach out to them, get their emails, and if you have them, great. Shoot them a email 30 minutes or an hour before you're gonna go live. Hey, I'm going live in 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. Because the more people who are watching you from beginning to end, liking that video, if they can, whatever, sharing it out, it does trip up the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't work in my favor because I'm not liked. And I'm not going to kiss nobody's butt for anybody to share my stuff and all that other kind of stuff. And people will spitefully, they'll go live. If I schedule my live at 1 o'clock, they will go live at 12:55.
Okay. Trying to be petty.
Yeah. So I'm not in a clique. I'm not in a clique or a gang or anything like that. Right. So you know what I mean? I'm literally the army soldier of one. People don't understand that. It's every man and woman for themselves. People can go where they want to go and do what they want to do. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But just let me know, or either schedule it. Yeah. When you come up with a time in a day or whatever, schedule it. And I'll let a couple people know that I think would be good. They wouldn't mind joining the panel, and we can just come over and have a real woman's talk, because that's
for me
too,
Yeah, it works for me. Thank you.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So thank you for letting me up. And I haven't been looking at the chat. other than the comments you posted up on the screen,
Yeah.
because it's just something that I try not to do because it can be a distraction when people, troll or whatever. So, but I just want to say to everybody in the chat, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. But I will be in the chat for the remainder of your show.
Okay,
Thank you again.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That is so much. She's giving me so much information that I have not had. I'm like, okay, I'm listening to all this. Like, well, why can't somebody else and everybody else, say, girl, look, you can do this to build your channel. You can do this to build your channel. You can, okay. See, God knows at the right time, the right information to come. So, hey, real woman's talk. I'm here too. you can be the gourd to the butterfly queendom 300 that day. You can gourd the queendom. So that way. So anyway, y'all. And hey, the real Anthony McNeil, you missed my birthday yesterday. I know you working overtime and stuff. They got you working like crazy. I just want you to take care of yourself, bro. I know you're a hard worker and everything. So yeah. But y'all, even though I spent my birthday sick in the bed yesterday, today is part 2, and I guess part 2 is now part 1. And Sunday we closing it out. So it's gonna be a big old shebang come Sunday. More people are now gonna be a part of it than it was originally on since Friday. So now Sunday, since people are off, they all want to be a part of it. So I don't know wherever we going if they're gonna give us a whole room to ourselves, because so far I think I've counted 20 people. So that's a blessing. I wasn't expecting that many. I was expecting 6 at the most, but not 20. So yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah, look, let me give y'all this joke real quick. It's 2 jokes I want to give you. The first one is I bought this dress for my birthday, right? And y'all know I went from 308 to 198, right? So that's what I did on purpose. Okay. I heard people say, yeah, whatever, talk your talk, hey. But I did that on purpose. All right. So I was gonna lose some more weight. I wanted to get down to 150. My doctor said no. He said, matter of fact, I need you to put back on some weight. So I put back on some weight, y'all. So right now I'm 218. Okay. I ain't trying to get no bigger than that. I really want to go back down to 198, but whatever. Okay, so I bought this dress and I bought it in a 3X because I didn't get a chance to try it on. I didn't know how it ran, because some dresses are cut small but said they for big people. And then some dresses I made, they said they small, but they big dresses, okay? So I guess this dress, it finally gets here and everything. And I, unpack it and lay it across my bed. And yeah, I'm looking at this dress. And I'm standing in the mirror looking at me, and I'm looking at this dress, and I'm looking at me. I'm like, ain't no way in the world. If I fit that dress, it'll be Jesus. And that dress is a 3X. I don't even wear a 3X. I'm down to an extra large. But that's a 3X. And I looked at it, I said, there ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. But we gonna see. I'ma try on. I'ma try on. Okay, and this joke right here. Okay, it was this man. And this man asked this preacher, he said, hey, preach, can you pray for me? I need you to pray for my hearing. Like that. And the preacher's like, yeah, he got his oil. He started putting it in his hands and he put it on the man, started praying over his ears and all this and stuff. And, doing the hacking, like, really going in. And he finally removed his hands from the man. And he said, how's that? How's your hearing? The man said, I don't know. It's not until Tuesday. Ba-bing. Did y'all get it? He was talking about a court hearing, and the preacher thought he was talking about his ears. I'm silly, y'all. I'm silly, but I had to give y'all that. And last but not least, Mama Tita. You know I couldn't leave you out. Mama Tita is my boo. She really is. Mama Tita has been an encouragement to me. She's about all my books, and everything. She's just, when I told her I'm an empty nester now, I didn't know how to be, because I've always been responsible for, y'all heard that story before. I ain't gonna get into all that. And she gave me a really good word. And she was like, I mean, she was just an encouragement to me. She always has been. I don't get to visit her house like I used to, and everything, but needless to say, Mama Tita is my heart. I can't wait to meet her in person. I love her story. I love real people, y'all. Have y'all figured it out yet? Like I told y'all, I'm that new parent called transparent. I mean, I don't care what you think about me. I love me. And if I've been through it, it was a ministry. It was a ministry for me to tell you about it, to help you come through it, or somebody you know. So, judgment of me, I don't care. Talk. Because what I tell y'all about is stuff that you ain't told nobody that you had, and why you judging my walk. Okay. Yeah, I already know I had a very bad temper. And if the Lord don't keep me, my temper will still be there. Yeah, I know I done stab people and stuff. So, it is what it is. Am I bragging about it? No, but it is a part of who I was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like my own self because my temper was horrible. But God. And that's why I always talk about him. I always give him the glory. I don't care if you don't like it. If you don't like it, miss my channel, because my channel, it will always, always honor God, Christ, and who he's made me. Like I told y'all yesterday, I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even 300 knew coming into this year, I almost died. I was rushed to emergency room. And then I had 3 death scares at the first 3 months of this year. And I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I have been a miracle to these doctors. They don't understand. And all I can say is, but God, but God. Yes, Shelly, honey, my temper was so bad. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's all I can say. But thank God for Jesus, because I'm better. And I even became my doctorate degree is in counseling. I became one because I felt like the counselors that we endure are not real counselors. They haven't been through nothing. They can't relate to people. I wanted to be relatable and be able to tell somebody my story, to let them know that you're looking at a believable person in front of you. You ain't reading it in a textbook. I ain't wanted to. I've been through some things, so I can kind of empathize and sympathize with people where regular counselors can't. You know. So yeah, remind me to hide the knives from you and Shirley. No, thank you. Sharpen them up. We're good. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here so I can finish doing what I gotta do before people start coming over here and we cut this cake and everything. But I thank you all for coming over here and just gracing my place with your presence. All the ones that was up in the clouds that didn't drop down, you mean a lot to me as well. All of my butterflies do. If y'all can't, I'm really trying to get to my 1,000 this year, y'all. I really want to go into 2024 already having my 1,000. I'm at 7 something now. If you can like, share, and subscribe, and tell somebody about my channel. I told you I want you happy, healthy, and whole. I want to be somebody who encourages your walk and tells you maybe things you forgot or that you don't know. So that's where I am over here. I am a difference from everything else that you watch. Maybe sometimes you need that solid anchor. You say, I'm gonna roll over, because we roller skate over here too. I'm gonna roller skate over to, Creole's channel, and I'm gonna look up and see what's going on with my people, with the black people, and see, this, that, and the other with people, period. I'm gonna roll over and see what herbs she featuring today, because maybe, it's something that I need or my family need, like that. That's all. I ain't telling you to stop watching who you watch. Matter of fact, watch them more. Because the more you bless them, it'll trickle down to me. You see what I'm saying? But don't forget about us, those over here that, and I do thank Shelly for coming on, because Shelly to me is a big content creator, and she graced my place, man. So that means a lot to me. I would never, diminish it like it didn't mean nothing. It meant a lot to me. So I hope y'all got something from it. Remember, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And no matter what the test, always do your best. Smooches.